automatically go to this
This thing.
pipeline.
Yes.
Yes. So and then I'll explain you that pipeline.
Okay.
So if you can see here, if you single click, you can see here.
Yes.
So name an orchestration job. So here, whatever the orchestration job you have, you'll get in the drop down.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the orchestration job I have selected.
Okay.
And no big deal, nothing. Because what I wanted to do, you can put a table iterator on a one component in a single pipeline, right? But what I wanted to do, I wanted to put a table iterator on an entire pipeline.
So first you have created the CSS to Snowflake load WF orchestration job, and after that you have created the whatever you are showing now. So
Yes,
first you have
yes,
created
that's
this,
true.
and after that you have created that.
Yes.
Okay.
So previously, what I was trying, I was putting table iterator on this database query component.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then
Yes.
I tried pipeline like that, but then I was facing some issue. What was happening while my table was failing,
Okay.
I was getting only single message. If my three tables are failing, I was getting only single message into Snowflake. So
Okay.
then I thought like it's better if I have a table iterator on the entire pipeline. That's the way like whatever the tables are failing, I
Okay.
will get all the table names into the Snowflake.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because of that,
Yeah.
I got that logic somehow and I applied it. There could be other way to do that, but
Okay.
I find
Yeah.
that way. So I have done that way, and because
Okay.
and after doing that, I was able to get all the whatever the tables are feeding.
Okay.
It was popping like if three tables are feeding, they were showing me the three messages. So
Okay.
that's all I wanted to get. So that's how I did it.
Okay. So can you
So are we
explain
clear?
this? Yeah. Yeah. I'm clear till here. Can
Yeah.
you explain this logic now?
Okay. So just forget the size of Snowflake warehouse because that component I added today morning and it's really simple. I'll come back
Okay.
to
Okay.
that component.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is database query component.
Okay.
So we are changing the name of the component. So it's better if you know the original. So DQ means database query.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are changing the name to understand the concept and
Okay.
everything,
Okay.
easily understand.
Yeah.
So if you click on this component, what this component is doing, so in this component, you have a different option. You can select the database type. There are like multiple database, but
Yeah.
for our database is IBM DB2.
DB2. Yes.
So we are selecting it. And for here we can see advanced or basic. So if we want to write our own query, we are going to choose the advanced option.
Advanced. Okay.
Yeah, and here is the connection URL. Are you aware of it, right?
Yes, I'm
Connection
aware of
URL
it.
that
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
will get you.
Yeah. That
Then
username and password.
password.
Yes.
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 Connection option is the option. If we have some restriction or something like that, then we have to
Okay.
provide it, but we don't have anything here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in SQL query, what I am doing, so think about the one table. If you want to load one table, what you are going to do, right? Select star from table name.
Yeah. Table name. Yes.
But here we have to use the schema name too. So select star from schema name dot table name, right? If we are
Yes.
going to load only one table. But what we are doing here, we have to load a multiple table at the same time.
Okay.
So that's why we cannot give in one query multiple table names, right? So but that's why we are using an environment variable.
Okay.
So we already created this environment variable. We already mapped the column to this environment variable, right?
Okay. So
Environment
yeah.
variable,
Yeah.
in my table.
Yeah. This you already created. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So that's what I am using here. So what this variable will do, this variable will automatically go to the Snowflake column that we map to it, and
Yes.
it will automatically
Take that
because
table.
we also use the table iterator, so it will automatically go one row by one row, and whatever the records we are having in that particular column, it will run query for that all the table names
Okay. So
one by one.
yeah.
Are you getting my point?
Like here in that, like I have whatever doubt I have is here we will be having 15 records, right? In the environment variable schema,
Yes.
we'll be having 15 records. So if you are
Yes.
using like if we write select star from that, how does it work? Because it's not a single value, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So environment variable schema table, right? Just
Yes.
remember this name.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now let me go back to my table iterator and let me show you one thing. So in table iterator, if you remember that thing, schema source underscore schema column name, I mapped it to the this one.
Yeah,
schema
yeah.
underscore table, I map to the environment
Yeah, this is the
schema
third column. It has the schema name dot table name.
table.
Yes.
Can you hear me, Vamshi?
Yes, yes, I can hear you now.
So are we clear here? We already mapped this thing, this
Yes, yes,
environment
yes,
variable to
yes,
this column.
yes.
Now let me go back to my Snowflake.
Okay.
So let me go back to view. So view is already here.
Yes,
So this is the column we map to that particular environment variable.
yes,
And here in this column, we have a 15 record.
yes.
So you are saying like this is only one value. How will take this and all 15 records, right?
Yeah, all 15 records.
Yes. So that thing is table iterator is doing for us because
Okay.
we mentioned that to table iterator, right? That we want to map this column to that particular environment variable. So whenever table iterator will show that environment variable name, it will come to here, and then so iterator means going one by
Yeah,
one,
one
right?
by one. Yes.
Yes. So it will go into the one by one. We are using the concurrent. So it will not go one by one, but it will create a
Yeah.
concurrent 15 variable for us.
Okay. Okay.
So we don't have to mention this 15 name. We just have to use the environment variable. We have to just map with this column, and a table iterator will do everything for us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Got
So
you. Yeah.
if I'll show you one thing, so while I was trying to run the pipeline, let me show you this thing. I just want to move this thing. Can I move this thing?
I'm not able to see your screen.
Okay. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so I was running pipeline. So if you can see, like it failed because of I don't have a permission to size up the warehouse.
Okay.
But once I get the confirmation, but I want to show you one more thing here.
Like previously,
Okay.
like in the POC, you
So
have tried to run, right? You have tried to load the data, right? So at that time, have you successfully loaded any data into Snowflake at that time in the POC?
yes, everything is working fine. But the problem right now is Kiranmai asked me to size up the Snowflake warehouse
Okay.
because
Okay.
right now we have an extra small warehouse. So it will, if I run with the extra small warehouse, it will definitely take like 1.5 hours or something like that because we have a lot of data in this 15 table.
Yes.
So
Yes.
she asked me to size up the warehouse, but I don't have a permission to size up the warehouse because
Okay.
Matillion is using the different role. In Snowflake, only admin role has that permission, but Matillion is losing the load role.
Okay.
So because of that, pipeline is failing. If you can see, the component is size up Snowflake warehouse. It's failing.
Yeah.
And what is the error? Insufficient privilege to
Privilege
operate on
to.
warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah. So previously I did not add that component, but
Yeah.
whatever Kiranmai is saying, I agree. Like we have to size up.
Yeah.
But right now, like they don't know how to give the permission, and because of that is the blockage. Even I tried this pipeline for a 4 table.
Okay.
Once you add that four column, right, IBM, Snap, and
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
I tried. It worked completely fine. There is no issue. But right now,
Okay.
because of warehouse, we are having blockage, and she is not at all confirming me to load with the extra small warehouse.
Okay. So before that, when you
So
tried,
here you
you were
can
able
see.
to see data in the staging tables in the Snowflake, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So
Vamshi, what I
yeah.
wanted to show you, when pipeline will run, what pipeline will do, because first it will go to the table iterator, right? So
Yes.
table iterator is creating a 15 iterator for us. Can you see here?
Yeah. 15.
Here
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
an environment variable, and it's taking the schema name dot table name.
Yes. Yes.
If you
Yes.
can see, we have
Yeah.
a 15 iterator
15
created.
internet. Yeah.
So it will automatically do it for us.
Okay.
So are you clear now?
Yes. Yes. I got you. Yeah. Clear now.
Okay. So now let me go to the other thing.
Yeah.
So you understand this query, right?
Yes. Yes.
So once that 15 iterator will create, this 15 iterator will come to here, and it will automatically run the query for each and every iterator.
Okay.
Okay, so it's simple, and type is standard primary key, no need to define warehouse. It will automatically come into drop down whatever we are in Snowflake. And for loading, we are using a load warehouse. And if like we are creating the table and that kind of stuff, then we are using a support warehouse. But Matillion is using only load warehouse, so you don't have to
Okay.
worry about it.
Okay.
You'll not see other option even here.
Okay.
If you click here,
Yeah. We'll just have one.
yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So no need to worry. Database we have only one. We have so no need to worry.
Okay, it's the
Schema, you
schema.
can, whatever the schema you want to load, you have to select that schema.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
right
for
now
the
we want to load the
database, yeah,
CDC
all the
schema.
schemas will be shown, and yeah, we are creating
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the CS
it was showing,
CDC.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And for a target table like, so here we are again using an environment variable table. If you remember, we mapped that variable into this column. This column.
Yes. Okay,
Yes,
but
right?
we have
So,
that STG now. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so so in a target table, what Matillion will do? Matillion will find the name of stage CCD CU01 in this schema.
Yeah,
If
and
it is,
yes,
if
yeah,
Matillion will find the same name, it will
same name.
load the
If you
data
load the
into that
data,
table.
okay, so it will
Yes.
do the
And if
mapping
Matillion will not
automatically.
find name, if Matillion will not find that name, it will create a new table.
Okay, okay. So here we already we have our table, and how does the column mapping does? Do we need to map the columns?
No, 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 no. Column mapping we don't need because you already define all the columns here. You already in DDL you added all the columns, right? Like a source system. But if column name are mismatching, we don't have to map the column. But if column names are mismatching, Matillion is smart enough to identify this thing. Then
Okay,
pipeline will fail. So
okay.
previously that's why pipeline was failing because we were missing these four
These four
columns.
columns, yeah.
Yeah. So once you add that four column and then I run the pipeline for a four table,
Okay,
it ran for like completely fine. So column mapping you don't have to worry about. Matillion
okay,
is figuring out that stuff
okay.
because what we are doing, right? We are doing select star. So whatever the number of column we are having in the source system,
Yeah,
the same number of column we have in a target system, right?
yeah. So first we need to like check if it's the same number, and after that, yeah, that will do. Yeah, okay, yeah,
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 it will
okay,
definitely same number, right, Mamshi?
yeah, yeah.
Because we used only mapping document.